Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. One of the famous layouts on the PGA Tour, it's the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. This is the King's Palace. Arnold Palmer built it, Frank, in the 1970s.
And for so long, it has been the showcase for Orlando golf.
Frank, nice way to start. It isn't exactly a gentle opening hole, but it's not a grinder either.
Biggest concern for the players are the two bunkers down the right side at the corner of that dogleg. They're not a guaranteed bogey, but certainly the fairway a little left is preferred. That's fine.
These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. Well, this one has a chance to be really good. What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those two front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball in the front of this green. They are the two to be concerned about.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Good swing, good shot yet again. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Grant Snedeker for birdie. Just a little tap in here. And so just getting started, even par so far. Back to the action here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Second hole, it is a pretty demanding par 3, Frank.
Goal really is to just carry that front bunker or sneak it a little right of that and try and cheat it around.
Tug that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game. Second shot. Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back. He didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here. That is not very good at all. That could cost him.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You just wish you took the shorter club now.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
This one has a good line. Oh, and it's good. What an amazing putt.
Even par currently.
Frank, this is where you want to step away from the controller for just a second.
Yeah, good. Mr. Good just met Mr. Bad.
Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
You're going to run out of golf balls here as well, but a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green. Normally you'd say that's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich.
He went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is, just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. So at the third, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup, about 30 feet away. Second shot now on the way for Grant Snedeker.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. He just missed the bunker. A good 29-foot putt here. So 2 under early on. Settles in over the putt. This would give him a bogey. So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Rich Lerner with Frank Novello back at the 4th hole here at Bay Hill. This is the first par 5 on the golf course. 561 yards. You thinking birdie here, Frank?
No, you certainly are. Perhaps even 3. This is almost ramrod straight, little hazard down the right side. But a good one, you can certainly get home for 2. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realized how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realize the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Greg, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. He'll need to be strong with this.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Starting to climb back at +2. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Fifth hole at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an iron here is not a bad idea.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball. So he's in the fairway bunker. Frank, what's the key here on this shot?
Sometimes take a little bit more club, but it still gets down to contact. Any little bit of sand gets between the ball and the club face, you will lose 10, 15, 20 yards.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. This, the second shot here at the par 4. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Headed for home and in. What a tremendous putt. Getting set now over the putt. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. Frank, the par 5-6 looks like an enormous carry over the water. What if you're not one of the bigger hitters?
Well, then you've really got to aim at those two bunkers, right in between them on the right side, Rich. It becomes very much a plotter hole because even the layout becomes important. This par 5, you've then got to attack it with a wedge.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Beautiful looking shot right here. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Par attempt here. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Back to par for the round. Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water, take a sigh of relief and you come to the par 3 7th.
It still takes a good tee shot here, though, Rich. Narrow entry, green's 30 yards deep. You still really got to focus on hitting a good shot here.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Headed for the bunker? A bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker play's like.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
It's a good-looking putt right here. He might like it. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. In the thick stuff.
Thick? It's brutal out there.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Oh, that ball is lost in the water. So the previous shot into the drink. This now the 4th shot. Good-looking shot right here. Well, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, painful lip out. This is a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center. Snedeker with a putt for bogey. So a drop shot. So just a formality here. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par form. What's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker.
Second shot.
Not a huge miss, Frank, but did lose this just a little to the right.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to catch a piece of the green, though.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Oh, I thought he had that. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under. Could use this. A putt for par. Did the job right there. Just a beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge getting set for the back nine. Frank, how do you get off to a good start?
One of the few dogleg rights. This is a hole that you don't want to overthink on it. If you can carry that bunker on the right, just go for it. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Second shot now on the way for Brandt Snedeker. Good swing, good shot yet again. Might be. Could be. That is a cross-country putt right there.
Up and over the ridge. That's a seagull.
Getting set now over the putt.
Even par currently.
In for par. Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not. Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet. Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
Has to regroup, playing his 5th shot after hitting it in the water.
It's not all lost. Once again, check the yardage, check the wind, start again.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. -3 now for the round. One over for the day. Frank, the par 5s here at Bay Hill so important. What's the 12th like?
570-odd yards, tee it high, let it fly. Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Wrong way again. He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Now the third shot for Snedeker. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. So after the layup, Frank, here at the par 5 12th, pitch shot here, try to make birdie.
Yeah, just use the contours of this green. You can actually get to this flag a lot of different ways. Using one of the mounds, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back, he didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here.
Could have been a lot worse. That he didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge, and that's it. Hybrid, putt, you name it, whatever works.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right.
Listen, Muttonhead. Lay off the button, okay? Lay off the button. That little green thing down the hole, that's where you're meant to be going, okay?
You never pulled the wrong club in your entire career.
No, my caddy did.
And getting ready for the putt. Well, once you hit double to par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Crowd is hushed as Snedeker looks at the birdie putt. Nudge this one home, finish it up. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Par 4 13th, Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions. How do you attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker. Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yep.
That's out of bounds, and it'll cost him a shot. Can add up quickly, Frank. This already his 4th shot.
Yeah, time to knuckle down. He really wants to hit one of his better shots right now.
Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Makes it and moves to 1 over. Well, not going to make par here. He needs this to only give up 1. So 2 over par for the round. Fourteenth hole, Frank, more than 200 yards, par 3. This is no picnic.
No, it plays a little longer than that too, slightly uphill. You've got to carry the ball onto the front of the screen. It will not run up. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Oh, get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Frank, he has to be scratching his head as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know the FedEx Cup, Rich. I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going. Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut. That's not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Snedeker has this for bogey. Wrong time to be leaking oil here at the 14th hole, Frank.
Well, to state the obvious, too, that was very makeable. That's the one you'd expect to make more often than not. That's going to hurt.
He'll need to be strong with this. Locked in on the read and the speed. He was fooled a little bit on that one, Frank. Going to have to regroup now after that double bogey. So just a formality here. So with that, 3 over par now for the round. We're here at the 15th now and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. That one is in the bunker. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Getting ready now for this next shot in the bunker. Getting set now over the putt. Three over for the day. These putts keep the round together. Has it. Frank, this is a great hole late in the round. Par 5 and a chance to really make up some ground or extend the lead. I mean, you can make some things happen here.
Shortest of the 4 par 5s and reachable for just about everyone. But really, it's the second shot. The better the tee shot, the easier you make that second shot.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle. Second shot. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. I see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. Good-looking shot right here. Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. So with that, they're trying to fight back, now at 2 over. This one just requires a little bit of focus. And he has it for birdie. Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill. That's about the only advantage you get.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Headed for the bunker? Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3. And that's where the men separate themselves from the boys. That was just a beautiful bunker shot.
That's skill right there. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Just a beautiful roll there.
Oh, that's like stealing.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Two over for the day. Frank, this is a stout finishing hole, the 18th, isn't it?
Yeah, it finishes that great run of 16, 17, and 18, and so many times we've seen disaster and triumph just on those final 3 holes.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Yeah, well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. You know, most golf spectators play the game. Whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators, but most golf fans are golfers.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only
Never a pleasant moment, the drop after you've gone into the water, but here we are. So the previous shot into the drink, this now the 4th shot. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. He'll need to be strong with this. Locked in on the read and the speed. Be looking to turn the tide tomorrow after a round of 76.
This is an awkward length.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved out there.
Some outstanding performances, and for our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now.